Good morning, it's day 94 on trail. I'm getting ready to head out from 19 Brook Trailhead here, up over a few mountains, and get to a place called the Imp Campsite. So it'll be about 10 total. AT miles is about 10, but total miles for the day will be about 13 to 14 because it's a 3-point-something mile hike along this AT detour route that they have in place. So up there, the AT detour route that's in place. So yep, getting ready, head out here. 3.8 miles. Yeah, so it's a 3.8 mile hike to where I actually start back on to the AT, if you will, area. I don't know how to call it. These miles do count because they are part of the reroute, so I was wrong with what I said first. So 3.8 miles is my first big goal, and then after that I have several mountains to climb. Carter Dome to get over, and then South Carter, Middle Carter, then North Carter notch, and then get to the campsite. Then tomorrow it would be Mount Moriah, and then on to Route 2. So this will be, again, typical whites, up and down, stones, rocks, all that fun stuff. See how it goes with the old knee this morning. Got that Voltaren put on. So hopefully the inflammation will stay down. It's supposed to be another beautiful day. No rain in the forecast. And we'll see how everything goes. Had a nice stay at the barn hostel. The gentleman, Paul, has owned it since like 1984. You got me. But he's selling it this year and gonna move back home to Maryland. Very conveniently located. Plenty of eating places within walking distance. So it was a nice stay in a good area. I think the town is called Gorham. It's the name of the town. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the phone away. Chat back with you all in a bit. We're following along 19 Mile Brook here. Beautiful little area. The size of the boulders. Man. Got ourselves a little bridge here going over 19 Mile Brook. It has been a steady uphill climb this morning. Not as rocky as all the other White Mountains, but that'll come later with Carter Dome and all three Carters. And I think Mount Height is in there. So there's five mountains to get over today. And I think, I'm not sure if Carter Dome is, I think they might all five be 4,000 footers. This is Maine right here. What I remember when I was in Maine last year. All of this. Roots and more roots. So hopefully in about 3 or 4 days, I should be crossing the border and into Maine. I cannot say that is my last state, but once I get to Katahdin Ironworks Road, I will have completed Maine as well. one day at a time. Sometimes it's 1/10 of a mile at a time. Still running along the brook. Pretty dry. A little bit of water down there, but looking at the size of the rocks and how deep it is, I'm thinking they definitely get a pretty good rush of water down here. Maybe in the spring when the snow is melting off the mountain and the rain comes in, those two combined make a nice amount of water. This must be one of the swimming hole areas they talk about. But how clear that water is. Oh my glory. Oh, that's amazing. So clear. I'm still on the reroute trail and still continuing to climb towards Carter Notch. Hopefully I'll be there soon. What a beautiful little pond here. I still haven't made it to Carter Notch. What a really beautiful pond. Too bad I don't see a moose out on the edge here eating anything or drinking some water. And then there's the backdrop to the pond. Okay, starting my climb up to Carter Dome. 1.2 miles of climbing. Should be at the summit. I forget how many thousands of feet of elevation gained. So it's pretty cool. Went back there to Carter Notch Hut to fill up with water because it's pretty much right now the last known water supply before getting to the camp. So I'm climbing like this up and down for 7 miles before I get water again. So carrying that extra weight of water. But anyway, there's a young lady sitting there. She saw my tag from 2024, asked me if I hiked the trail last year, and I said yes. And she said, "Oh, what's your trail name?" And I told her. She said, "Oh, you look so familiar." And I said, "Well," she goes, "I completed it last year." I said, "Okay, what's your trail name?" She told me, "Chickpea." I said, "Oh my glory, I met you in Hot Springs." I said, "We were near each other at a shelter, and there was a homeless man living in it, and I refused to stay anywhere near it. You, Cheese Block, Lone Star, a few other people decided you were going to go back south on the trail for a little bit, find some camp spots and camp, where I decided I was going to continue on into Hot Springs and go to a hostel. I didn't want to deal with that crazy man because there are already comments on Far Out that the guy was a little mentally unstable, and so I didn't want to be around it. But anyway, we sat there and we chatted. So I spent way more time at the hut than initially planned. And so I looked at her. She's from New Hampshire, southern New Hampshire, a couple hours away. So I asked her, "Do you think I still have time to make it to the Imp Campsite?" I said it's 7.1 miles away, and there are 5 mountains to get over. "Do you think I'll make it?" And she said, well, 11 o'clock, 8 or 9 hours. She goes, yeah, you can make it. Yeah, they're tough, up and downs, but you can make it. You should just keep pushing yourself along. You'll be fine. So that's what I am trying to do. And this is the first. So Carter Dome is going to be at the top of this climb. So hopefully I make it by 12. And that'll give me a maximum of 8 hours to go the next 6 miles. I'm going to put this phone away so I can use my hands to help pull myself up with the rocks. I'm only partway up Carter Dome. Stopped to take a little rest. Looked around, and way down there is the hut I left where I was talking with Chickpea. So one's a bath area, one's the actual bunk room, one's the dining area. So different areas down there, but that is it. So there's one of the wildcats right there. But all the rocks and boulders down that way. It's very hazy today. We've got warnings for terrible air alert or something because of the wildfires in Canada, all the smoke coming in. But I still have going up. And this has been what I just came up right here, this area. Right, yes sirree, folks, you can't make this stuff up. I'm heading up here. It looks like I'm getting closer to the top just because of the way the sky is showing through the trees. And the trees are getting shorter. I dream a genie, I need you to come down and just float me up there, please. Please? Okay, I guess I'll do it on my own accord. Right, so it looks like this cairn here represents the summit of Carter Dome, about 4,800 feet. So keep moving on. Got, what, 4 more mountains to get over before I get to the campsite. So y'all enjoy. Oh, I shall. Thank you. Okay. I'm assuming this is the path, but I'm going to have to pull out the app and check the map to make sure, because there were several turnoffs, so I want to make sure. Okay, so I was a little too soon. This is the summit here. Not what I was at earlier. Nice. All right, I'm killing myself by taking so many long breaks. I just took another break here at the top of Carter Dome. Gosh, I took the 45-minute one down at the hut, and I'm up here at Carter Dome, took another 35-minute one. I'm going to be way late trying to get to the campsite. I still have 4 mountains to go up and 5 to go down, because I got to go down Carter Dome. But yeah, I met 2 guys up here that are also 65 years of age. The one gentleman only comes out once a year for 30 days on section hikes. He's had back surgery. He has rods and pins in his back. He's had 2 knee replacements. He's had Achilles tendon surgery on both his feet. He's just had a heck of a time. And his friend comes out with him just to help support him during the hikes. So I sat there, and for 35 minutes we chatted. So, and Doggone Tin Man is one name, and Tagalong was the other. And then earlier today, there were a couple more people. Sobos. There were 2 Sobos, a couple I met. Sobo through hikers, and oh dear, her name was Zen B, and his was Mountain Thunder. So, yeah, it was nice. There must have been 10 people sitting up there eating, and of course I am the last one to leave since I got there last. The 2 guys packed up, and I finally packed up and left. So, but yeah, all is good. It's just a beautiful day. A little warm to me for hiking, but It is a beautiful day. The sun is out. Very hazy because of the smoke from the Canadian wildfires. This is, I don't know if I've been showing you the trail or not. I'm so busy looking at it, I don't know where my phone's been aiming. But I am going to put it away. These are all the little rolly rocks. This is what I got hurt on in Pennsylvania when I stepped down and the rock went out from under my foot and slammed it into the side of a bigger one. So I'm going to put the phone away for now and concentrate on the trail. And I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Starting the nice steep descent down off of height, and I'm not sure, there's a little one over there behind that tree. There's that South Carter, Middle Carter, and North Carter. I'm just not sure if that's the order or if that's going to be south there and north way over, I'm sorry, middle there and north somewhere else. But obviously as I get there I'll let you know. So the scramble rock descent off a height has turned into a smaller rolling rocks dirt path, still steep. I'm still 5 miles from the shelter, and it is 1:40 in the afternoon. The next mountain summit is 1.4 miles away. I'm sorry, 1.1 mile away. And that will be South Carter. So see what that will look like. But I still have to finish this downhill before I can even worry about going up the next one. But the good news is, when I get to the summit of South Carter, I will be halfway through the 5 mountain climb today, because that will be 2.5 mountains that I will have completed. So that is a good feeling. There's a place to rest between this down and starting up the next. I'm going to drop my pack and get off my feet for a few minutes and refresh them and then get ready to go again. Whew. All right, I am starting the 1.1 mile climb up South Carter. Oh, Lord. Had my little break at the bottom down there. And now, time to keep on moving. Gosh, even though I had a break, I feel like I haven't had a break. Man, come on, little body, let's go. Let's see if we can do this without having to put the phone down. Whoa, almost fell backwards on that one. That was not good. Oh, that would have been terrible to fall off the top of that rock backwards. Okay, I'm putting the phone away. These step-ups are just a little too high. Oh, I'll get this one. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, these nice flat boards. liking this. If I do this for the next 1.1 miles, I'm okay with that. Oh, get off me, bug. That's where you can put that deep bug spray stuff on. I just think to the bugs it's Kool-Aid and they like it. I sometimes think they're more attracted to it than if you didn't have it on. It's a pretty warm day today. It's in the 70s. And here, not feeling a breeze at all. It is warm. Beautiful day, though. Beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, got a bit of a mess coming along here. I was warned about an area on one of the Carter Mountains that it looked like a lot of different blowdowns, and be careful of the tree branches being head level. That you're busy looking at the trail and bop your head on the branches. Of course, I'd put my sunglasses on even though I'm down here, because I don't want a chance I get something in that eye or catch the eyelid. So I've got my sunglasses on. Okay. I think I'm trying to get up here and then I'm going to put the phone away. I wonder if people just ever do this and don't get tired. The people that do their records for the fastest known time and they're running this whole thing. I mean, come on. Doing almost 100 miles a day or so. That's absolutely crazy. Right, this area is nice. The trail has gotten a lot better. Still going uphill some, but it's not the big step in between the rocks and all that fun stuff. The way you hear me breathing in this video, now you can understand why I don't normally have a problem sleeping at night out here on the trail, because my body is so exhausted, it just shuts right down. Well, the summit of South Carter was very uneventful. I didn't even realize I had already summited until I started back down here. So now I'm heading down from South Carter, and 1.3 miles I will be near the summit of, or at the summit of, Middle Carter. So there you have. That was pretty uneventful. And it wasn't above tree line, so I didn't have any open views. So if I see a spot that's open at all, I haven't yet, but if I do, obviously I'll get some videos or pictures. A lot of down trees again over here. Okay, some of these are a little high. Gotta straddle them, hope they don't tear open your pants, catch your foot on it and fall on your face because you couldn't lift it up high enough over it on the backside. Maybe that's Mount Moriah. I don't know. Or maybe that's, that could be North Carter. Hard to tell because I can't see any of the other ridges in between the ridge line there, so I don't know. Got myself with a stick, cut my arm a little bit here. There's pine trees that have fallen and some of the little branches sticking out. A sharp point just caught my arm there and scratched it. All right, a little bit of a view on a boulder in the middle of the path here. But again, very smoky. Oh gosh, the bugs are just all over me. Crazy buggy up here. But that's about all the view you get. So hopefully a little bit later there'll be more open views. Over there, folks, is Middle Carter Mountain Point. Oh, I forget, 0.3 miles away. Right there, 0.3 miles, Middle Carter Mountain. That's the one I need to summit next. Whew. I am not sure if my phone will pick it up or not, but over there is Mount Washington. Above that tree is Mount Washington. Then you would have Clay, you'll have Adams, Jefferson, and then Mount Moriah at the end. I am at the summit of Middle Carter Mountain, 4,610 feet. I will do a 360. Oh, I can't wait to get to a stream where I can guzzle water and not just have to ration it for now. Again, over there we'll have Washington, Clay, Jefferson, Adams, and Madison. So the presidential, some of the presidential range over there. It's too bad all this smoke is here. That's too bad. So the mountain right over there, that's North Carter. That's my next mountain. And then if I'm reading the chart correctly, everything way over there, that might be Imp Mountain or Mount Moriah. I'm just not sure because it could be there's a little one down there that might be Imp and the bigger one is Moriah, which I would have to cross over tomorrow. But for now, it's get up and over, at least get up this bad boy. Got to get down middle first and then get over that bad boy. Whew. I've been doing a lot of ups and downs across these rocks. Had to set my poles down in a few places to lower myself down. But a lot of ups and downs before I get to the top of North Carter. I just looked at the map and I'm still 0.4 miles away. So it has been like almost an 8-hour work day. I left almost a couple minutes before 8 o'clock this morning. I got going on trail. I was dropped off earlier, but get my poles set up and everything set up on the pack before putting it on. So it was about a little couple minutes, 3 minutes before 8 o'clock or so when I left. So it has been an 8-hour work day. So I guess this would mean I'm working overtime today. Yeah, baby. Maybe I get time and a half for working overtime. Caught that rock just a little bit wrong. Turns that ankle quite a bit sideways when I do that. lets me know it's there. That's for sure. Hopefully I'll be able to do a quick setup tonight. If the shelter's open, I'm just going to go in the shelter. If not, hopefully I can get my tent set up quickly. Everything done. Eat my meal and get in bed. I always like, the sooner I can get off my feet, I know the better I'll feel. So it's just nice to lay down, just to be horizontal and get those feet, whether it's up on my pack for a little bit or a bunch of stuff in the tent or shelter that I can bunch up to put under my knees and my feet for a little bit. It always feels so good. And I even have some compression socks I wear now. I bought them at Walmart the other day. Compression socks with copper. It was called. Okay, I might have to use my hand here. Help me get up so I don't fall backwards. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the phone back down. All right, I'm continuing to make my way up North Carter. Not as many rock scrambles right here. Oh, I'm exhausted. But I know there's a tough 1.5 miles to do after I get to the top of here. It's a mile and a half down to the turnoff point to the campsite. And the campsite is 0.3 miles off trail, downhill. So, I still got, let's just round it up to 2 miles after I get to the top of this mountain. I should almost be getting there, huh? Seems like I should be really close. Oh. Alright, more slabs. Since they can be slippery in spots when it has the pine needles on them. I'll see if I can get up without falling and smashing my phone. We've got this. Yep, I've got this. Ooh. Ooh, looks like we might be coming to an opening up here. That's because all of you are with me right now. That's why I keep saying we. Oh yeah. Get out here on this ledge and see if I can get a view. All right, there you have it, folks. A bit of a view. Your hazy view for the day. And I'm going to guess this is the summit. That would have been Middle Carter over there. So I am on North Carter. It's so hard to see that darn smoke. Makes it so hard to see anything. All right, let the fun begin. Obviously, I'm not going down with my phone out, but the first of many slabs having to go down here. So I'm not sure if I'll just toss my poles down there or how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll get it figured out and away I'll go. And hopefully not faster than I want to go. So this one, I honestly have no idea how you get down it. Oh my glory. I think I'll hang onto my poles with me for a little bit, but holy cow. I can get down to that flat one right here, but it's after that. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it yet. Oh my glory. So if I have things correct here, this little mountain right there is going to be Imp Mountain. And the really big one in the background there is Mount Moriah. So those I go over tomorrow. All right, got a little bit of a break from the slabs of rock. So it's still steep, still rocky, just not solid slabs like it was up there. Now I just passed a young lady going southbound, and she said there's still going to be more sections up here that are extremely steep and with slabs. So a couple of the areas I actually turned around and went down backwards. So I'll have to put my phone away again for this. I need my hands to grab onto trees or roots or whatever I can. But slowly getting there. I don't know if that's the end of the slabs or not. This area I'm just being careful in because of all the low-hanging branches. I sure don't want it to brush against my eye. It's not very bright out anymore, so I've taken my sunglasses off so I don't have that little extra protection around my eye right now. Oh, nope, there's some more. Well, it's nice we get a little break in here, but man. Down with the phone. A little boardwalk walking here. I've had another person pass me going to the same shelter. Well, I hope with it being Sunday, maybe there won't be as many people as there were over the weekend. A guy at the hostel was telling me that on Saturday night, he said it was just jam-packed. I'm sorry, not a guy at the hospital. A guy that I passed today on trail. He was going southbound. He stayed there last night, and he said it was just jam-packed last night. But it was a weekend night, and a lot of locals will do, you know, a local hike up and over the mountains. So hopefully there'll still be some place for me to park my little head and sleep for the night. Still got a ways to go. Hopefully we're through with all the slabs though. Right now. Hope we're through with all those slabs. All right, a little more slab walking, only this time it's sideways at an angle. Ooh, 20 minutes to go. I should be turning off to go down another 15-20 minutes to the shelter itself. My knee has reached the point where it doesn't want to fully bend again and won't support my weight. So I'm having a little rough time here at the end of the day. But hopefully once I get in there and get myself set up, eat, and lay down for the night, I can stretch things out, get some more Voltaren on it, take Motrin. All those things trying to do to doctor it along. I know it's a long way off. My next really big goal is to get through the Bigelows. Like I say, it's about 130 miles or so for me to do that. So many people have said it gets much easier. It's not easy, but it's a lot easier than everything we're doing now and what I'll hit in southern Maine. That you can start building back up to 12, 15, some people 20 miles, but I don't normally do that unless I'm slack packing. But 12 or 15 mile days. All right, I have made it to the turnoff point. Imp Campsite, 0.3 miles. So I'll be heading down this side trail for another 15, 20 minutes. I was trying to get my phone to show the bright orange of the sun because of all the smoke, but it shows up more white than really glowing orange. I mean, it's amazing how glowing orange it is, but it's not showing up like that on my phone. It's too bad all that smoke because you'd have a beautiful view here.